Hey y'all, this is Chad Warren, and I want to thank you for checking out my new Twitter account, How to Market Alternative Media. So the focus on my video here is honesty. I am in no way any expert about marketing. I have tried and failed for many years, since I was 18, to try network marketing, like, hey, here's some water filters. I'd like my water to be filtered. Certainly there's other people that would, I want to find these people that share my interests and learn how to sell items and ideas that I feel are virtuous, right? So there's nothing wrong with that basic idea. I also want to mention the topic of Gnosticism. This is the zeitgeist of our time. Look back to 1999 with the movie The Matrix. Isn't it scary that that was 20 years ago? I am 42, so, I'm Generation X, so all my favorite music was given to me by my father. I didn't really take to the grunge scene initially. I like that stuff a lot more now, looking back. But I mean, it's just been obvious to see this peak of quality in music, like the Beatles, and in art in general, and the movies of the 70s. That's why Tarantino, he copies all that style of the 70s. That's the original alternative media. You had movie companies like United Artists, that was made from these initial early Hollywood stars that made enough money that they could fund their own projects outside the studio system. And that, if you want to watch an awesome documentary, check out Channel Z, A Magnificent Obsession, about the first pay television station in LA. It's got Tarantino going off about it and all kinds of folk. Okay, so what I want to connect is the problems with network marketing in Gnosticism, and how this relates to us as alternative media consumers and promoters. And I think that is the fundamental purpose of this interactive nature of internet technologies today. So that, while it's very valuable to be concerned about, hey, this 5G network is going to roast us all with radioactivity and all these negatives about technology taking over. But the biggest negative is our lack of imagination and cooperation, you see, because Gnosticism is about a group of individuals, right? If you have more people that are exposed to more various points of view and directly connecting with God or sacred geometry, or however you want to phrase that, talking about quantum physics is reconnecting science with alchemy. This idea of some kind of spirit world. The only thing that's real is consciousness. We know that we're having an effect on reality, but then at the same time, anybody that has tried to use social media to monetize their efforts is like, man, it's just seems like this addiction, and I'm not getting anything out of it. So I think the best thing that I can offer is to ask you to participate with me here in this channel as a mastermind, right? Just the idea of like, hey, I think there's some way that just by taking the time to pay attention to each other and share some suggestions, we can learn how to develop cooperative models, right? So that we don't have to be afraid to share value, but at the same time, we need to set up paywalls and say, look, you know, these people don't work for free, not just for their material lust for money, but we need to take power away from the consumer system, right? We need to make everything sustainable and more. That's the whole positive value of technologies. That why are we worried about all the data that the computers and the intelligence agencies owned by the banks are collecting on us? Why aren't we collecting that data? Golly, I mean, I barely know, okay, if I use a hashtag, you know, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, a part of this is not about money, it's not about technology, it's about, can you see in your mind, are you clear about what you want to do? Who do you want to hang out with? For fun and because they would need what you have to sell. So that's my basic rant there. So I just am going to be kind of sharing what I'm learning about this process, and I thank you very much again for being here, and please share, and let's just focus on information that we can apply today and show some kind of outcome. Alright, so I think I'm going to start just with focusing on the value of tracking our links with Bitly. And I'm going to go myself, and I've been using that feature. Now I'm going to go back and do a little video just scrolling through my list to see who's paid attention to what and what can I do with that in terms of finding my target market that's interested in what I have to offer. Please share what you think is valuable. Thank you.